Let's get started. (1824) Karl Reinecke. Composer. He is remembered for his flute sonata, Undine, and composed nearly 300 works. He embarked on his first concert tour at the age of 19, performing throughout Denmark and Sweden. He became the first mature pianist to record his own works, with 7 piano compositions recorded in 1904 at the age of 80. He studied with 3 great composers, Felix Mendelssohn, Franz Liszt, and Robert Schumann. 1910 Milt Hinton. Jazz bassist. He was one of the finest musicians of his generation and played with Zutty Singleton in the 1920s. As a freelance musician, he worked with Cab Calloway's band, where he, along with Dizzy Gillespie, helped modernize their sound. In this series, we're paying homage to the musical legends who were born on this day. From rock and roll pioneers to jazz greats, we'll take a closer look at the lives, careers, and legacies of these talented artists. Whether you're a fan of their music or just curious to learn more, join us as we celebrate the birthdays of these iconic musicians. 1913 Helen Humes. Jazz singer. She performed jazz, swing, blues, and R&B, nominated for a Grammy in 1981. Some of her recordings include Tain't Nobody's Business If I Do, 1959, Swingin' with Humes, 1961, and Sneakin' Around, 1974. While participating in a music contest, she was discovered by Sylvester Weaver, a guitarist, and recorded her first blues album at the age of 14. She contributed to the soundtracks of My Blue Heaven and Panic in the Streets in the 1950s. She appeared in the musical film Jiveen in Bebop alongside Dizzy Gillespie. She rose to fame by singing in Count Basie's orchestra in the late 1930s and early 1940s, where she replaced Billie Holiday. 1923 George Russell. Jazz pianist. He was one of the pioneers in proposing a theory of harmony based on jazz. He was part of the collegians at Wilberforce University, alongside great musicians such as Ben Webster, Coleman Hawkins, and Benny Carter. He was nominated for 2 Grammys in 1985 for his 45-minute opus, The African Game. He sang Moon Over Miami by Fats Waller on stage when he was just 7 years old. 1943 James Levine. Composer. He studied with Walter Levin, a violinist from the LaSalle Quartet. He performed his first concert with the Cincinnati Symphony Orchestra at the age of 10. He was awarded the National Medal of Arts in 1997. He arranged and conducted the Chicago Symphony Orchestra for Walt Disney Pictures' Fantasia 2000 after being enlisted by Roy E. Disney. If you remember anyone on this list, let me know. Which one is your favorite? To learn more, take a look at the description of this post. Remember that if you like the content, you can share the link, subscribe, and give it a thumbs up. This was a program for Music and Life by Karlos M. Created by Rune KM Productions.